Right guys, welcome back to a brand new mini-series we're going to call it, and it's basically the Ajax youth development. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be an introduction video, so basically part 0 or part 1 depending on what you want, and then we're going to have 5 seasons, right? I might extend it to 7, we'll see how it goes, but basically what I'm going to do is show you how I develop youth players, first and foremost. The results are sort of secondary to the development of the players. We will obviously check the results and all that stuff out in the videos, but the main thing is how to develop the young players. Basically they're already there, the young players, they're already here in the squad. So what I've done is, if I quickly show you this page here, bang, there we go. So this, I've keyed it all and everything, and the first team are orange, the substitutes are yellow, the darker blue is the B team, and the under 18s are the light blue. So what I've done is I've got 4 players per position. Obviously the first team are like Tagliafico and Martinez and Alvarez and all the guys that are a little bit older, 28, well I say a bit older, they're 23, but yeah, a little bit older, Tagliafico, Tadic, etc, yeah, right? And then what we've done is we've got backup substitutes. So we're basically going to have a squad of 22 the first season. Well, all seasons. Squad of 22. So we're going to have 2 in the first team, each position. And then we're going to have the B team starters. And then we're going to have the under 18 team starters. And the B team are in the second division. So we should have that's a decent level to be playing at. The under 18s are obviously in the top division of Holland. Of course they are. Netherlands. So like I said, we're going to have the top 2 players in each one. So Tagliafico and Blind, they're in the first team. Martinez and Milovanovic, Alvarez and Schurz, and so on and so forth, right? Blind is sort of like double crossing as left back / DM. So if Taylor gets injured, he'll go DM. If Tagliafico gets injured, he'll go. He's basically a nice little backup. So actually, we'll have 21 players. In the midfield, we've got Gravenberch and Kudus, and then we've got Berghuis and Klaassen, because they're a bit older, and I want to basically maximise Kudus and Gravenberch's potential. I'm going to start with Unavar as left winger. I'm going to start with Anthony as the right winger, and then obviously Ihatharan is the backup at right wing, and then Daramy is backup at left wing. Tadic is the starting striker because he's a very good mentor. We'll go into that in a second. And Sebastian Haller is the backup to Tadic, and then we've got Brian Brobby, who was going to be in the B team, and then we've got Berhout is in the under 18s. So that's how we're going to line it up. I hope you guys enjoy that part of it. Like I said, I've keyed it all out, and it's all quite. It's basically Ajax. If you type into Google in real life, well, obviously in real life, if you type into Google. Ajax training methods and Ajax youth facilities and Ajax youth, anything akin to that, what you'll get is basically like how Ajax do things. So they pick players based on personality, talent, and I think there's something else. I can't remember what it is, but I'll put it in the description below. There's like a whole program that they've got. So you have to be like a good person as well. So basically, personalities are key. So to that end, to personalities, we're going to go to training and mentoring. So I've got a few groups here. I've got a goalkeeping group, defensive group, midfield group, and attack group. Now, in the goalkeeping group, we've got Stecklenburg and Pazvia, and they are a professional personality and a model citizen, so they're perfect to grow off. Stecklenburg is a team leader, so he's obviously a significant influence on this group. And then Pazvia is a highly influential player, which is not as good, but it's still quite good. So he's obviously having an average impact on this group. Jay Gorter is our first choice goalkeeper, but he's only fairly ambitious. Fairly ambitious is a good personality because they will improve because they're ambitious. But it's not a professional or model citizen. So I'm hoping he's going to learn from those, and he actually is. He says estimated effect from group is significant. And then Calvin Ratzi, who is on our B team goalkeeper, he's obviously a balance, which is not fantastic, and he's obviously taken a significant estimated effect from this group as well. Now I was going to put Charlie Retford in. Is it Retford? Retford, the English guy at Ajax, who are very highly rated in real life. Setford, that's the one. If I put him in, he's only getting a light estimated effect from this group, and he's already fairly determined. So what I thought was, is if he's already fairly determined, that can easily be changed into driven, determined, resolute. So I've chose to take him out because he's actually not going to gain a great deal apparently. Now if he changes his hierarchy in his social groups, maybe he does. I'll keep putting him in when this changes and see if it has a different effect. But for now, he's not having a big enough impact, so it's probably not worth it. So I've took him out. Just thought maybe you guys will look at that and think, well, why is Setford not in there? That's why. Tagliafico and Daley Blind are the main guys in this, Perfectionist and Model Citizen. As you can see, all the youngsters in this one are balanced, but they're all having a significant effect from the group, not on the group, from the group. So I'm hoping that these two can really push these 7 players on. I probably need one more mentor in that group. Defensive group, isn't it? I don't think I've got anyone. That's old enough to do it. Yeah, I don't think I have. Like, Mazrui would have been good, and Martinez and Alvarez would have been decent, but they're balanced. So it's not a great personality to have. I've got no other defenders that are... Obviously, there's Onana there as well. Onana would have been my starting goalkeeper, but he's leaving, so I'm going to try and sell him. Right, Onana's leaving. I can't do anything about that. He would have been my first choice goalkeeper, but I can't do anything about it. Onto the midfield, we've got Steven Berghuis and Klaassen. They are fairly ambitious and professional. Obviously, they're having an average impact on this group, which is not exactly fantastic what I'd want. But again, I don't really have anyone. I've chosen not to put Gravenberch in here because he's already got a good personality and I don't want to mess it up. This midfield one is the one that I'm slightly worried about a little bit. And then onto the striker, we've got Haller and Tadic, who are fairly ambitious and perfectionist. He's having an average impact on the group and he's having a significant one. And then these guys down here are obviously, 3 of them are getting a significant impact from the group. And then Brobby at the bottom is getting average impact. Now we'll see about Brobby because after the first season, I might sell Haller and I might promote Brian Brobby to back up, depending on what happens, right? Obviously, I'm going to have to move people up. And at the end of at the start of every episode, we'll probably go through the spreadsheet and how I've changed it and moved it about, and then we'll go through each individual development of each player. What I've done is I've took a screenshot of every single player that I'm using in that spreadsheet, every single player, and I've got a folder on my computer and it's called Ajax folder, Ajax Youth folder, whatever. And inside it there's season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And inside season 1, there's goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, strikers, and inside there is each individual player. So we can have a look at, I can put it up on screen and I can say, like, this is what Gorta looked like in season 1, and this is what it looks like in season 2, and this is the growth, and this is the difference. So the videos might be a little bit longer because obviously I'm going to have to do all the players. Now I haven't really decided how I'm going to do that. We might have to do one episode for the development and then one episode for the results and how we're going to go forward with things. I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet, but I wanted to get this video out there and then you guys can see if you like it, if you don't, if you want me to try something, put it in the comments. That'd be fantastic. I've done all this training. I'm going to be doing the training as we play. I'm actually going to play the matches, but I'm going to play them on only commentary. So I won't watch the games, but I'll be in charge of the man management. So it's as close as possible. So you can fly through a season quite quick on only commentary, and I will enjoy watching the training things come through, and then I can change the mentoring if needed. I don't want to just holiday and sim it because I don't feel like I'm in control then, and it's not really me, is it? I've set up friendlies. Obviously, coaching, I need to get a few coaches for these areas, but I will be sorting the coaching out. The coaches. And then I think that's it. Obviously, the facilities are fantastic because it's Ajax. I am going to try eventually as well get these two upgraded, so we're going to get the maximum out of this as possible. If we get a worldie through the intake, which we could do because it's Ajax, if we get a worldie through, we'll figure out what his best position is. We'll train him. I'll show you guys what I've trained him in, and we'll stick him into the what is it? Say it for me. What is it? Yeah, that. You know what? This. This. We'll stick him in here and we'll move someone out or we'll move someone up or whatever. We'll do it. And I'll go through it all again. But yeah, that's basically an overview of what this save's going to be about. If I missed anything and you guys think I might have missed something, stick it in the comments because that's fantastic. Because obviously I could have missed something because I'm sort of like excited about this this series, and I sort of may have missed something. Maybe the tactics. Maybe I've missed the tactics. Yeah. So I've made a tactic called the Ajax way. There's a lot of people on support duties. I'm also testing this out for tactically for me personally. Obviously I've got Tagliafico on attack. I am sort of toying with the idea of everyone on support and the fluidity being very fluid and see what I can get from that. See if we can get some different movements in the match engine, some different styles of goals. But yeah, we should be let off quite a bit by if I've got any tactical errors in my system, the player quality and the division we're in should bail us out, i.e. Tadic, Anthony, Gravenberch, etc. This is not my strongest squad, but I obviously want to. I want to improve Taylor. I want to improve Gorta. Kudus, who probably wouldn't be there. Unavar wouldn't be there either. It would probably be Berghuis or Daramy or anyone like that. But I am going to start these guys because I want to get the most out of them. So there's no better way. So on FM, there's no better way than improving a player than playing them. There's no better way than that. Now, you can have the best facilities, that obviously helps. You can have the good coaches, that obviously helps. The good personalities helps a lot as well. But playing the players is the main reason. Not the main reason, is the main way to get players improving. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to throw them in. And after the first season, Unavar might be an absolute beast. He might not. He might rarely improve. But I've got to try. So obviously we're going to be changing the cohesion eventually, all that good stuff. But I will adapt this this tactic. But I do want to try something different to what I usually do. And if I don't have one attacking duty, I'm going to see the difference. I'm going to check and see what happens. I also want to try eventually, maybe not on this series, but maybe on another one, like a tactic series. How to create a tactic maybe, or how to evolve a tactic we should probably do, is I'm going to try every single player on support duty. Now obviously in DM, I could put a defensive midfielder support, or I could put a regista support, or I could put a Roman playmaker support. And then everyone from midfield up would be on support, right? And then obviously it's centre-back, you'd have to put a 3 at the back. You'd have to have wide centre-backs on support, and then a libero on support. And then obviously in the net, you'd have to have a sweeper keeper support. So I can get everybody on support. I also want to do it with everyone on an attack, because you can put wide centre-backs on attack. You can put a sweeper keeper on attack. You can also put Segundo Volantes on attack, I think. And you can also put a libero on attack. So I do want to try one side of the coin on support, everyone on support, which I'm going to do on this save. And then I'm going to do a separate tactic thing on everyone in attack, but that won't be to do with the youth, right? But I'm a bit rambling now. I'm rambling a little bit. Apologies for that. I do get that way when I get excited about the save. So yeah, that's going to be the whole premise of the idea. If anyone wants to add anything, or any comments or anything at all, leave them in the comment section below. Obviously, I've got the Dutch kit on in homage to Ajax. And yeah, that'll be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. And until next time, goodbye.